They're waiting. Let's go. It's gotta beam me up. Gonna beam me up, yeah. That's what I know for a bright light show. My clothes in black and my car in tow. I'm so glad that I'm fancy free and I'm living.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Bright Light Show. This is Tangi from Dallas. Commerce raised me, Dallas made me, all right? So I'm glad you guys were able to join us today. And this is a show where I just simply feature brothers and sisters who are just doing the damn thing, making $1 out of 15 cents, and just showing their creativity and sharing their stories of their lives and their come-ups and just having a good time, just sharing the good things that our folks are doing out in the community that many people may not be aware of. So it's my job to use my platform to let you know what's going on. So today I have the pleasure of introducing such a phenomenal woman today. And she and I met literally, I call her my classmate, my only classmate, because I went to school online and through Strayer, which is hard, but we made it through. And so I never had a chance to really gel with any students or anything like that the whole time I was in college, in school. So it was on my graduation day where I sat next to this young lady, and when I first met her, I'm like, wow, she's out there, she's amped, and her energy I just bonded with her. I mean, I felt her energy. I'm like, who is this chick? And throughout the entire graduation, she was I just felt gratefulness out of her. Like, she made me feel proud that I made it through to that day, to graduation day. I remember some of the things that she was saying, and when the speaker was speaking, and she was just, right on, sister, and the whole nine with it. And I was right there with her on it, and I was just loving her spirit and her energy. And I'm like, this is somebody I've got to get to know. Because if you know anything about me, I gel with people who are positive, who have good things to say, and who have great energy. And she embodies all of those things. So I call her my only classmate. And from that point, we've been connected since. And I've been watching her online and watching her build this incredible brand that she's going to tell you about, that I absolutely identify with after I learned what it means and how it came about. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you Miss Yolanda Crump, the owner, the entrepreneur, the goddess, I like to say goddess, the boss of Bougiewild. All right. Hey, Yolanda.
Hi everyone. My name is Yolanda Crump, and I am the founder of Bougiewild. Bougiewild is a brand that was given to me. The universe gave it to me, as I should tell everybody.
That is awesome. And I remember you said one thing about Bougiewild that really resonated with me. And you said it's a lifestyle. Be
Yes.
or die. And that has been sitting on my head since you said it to me the other day. So talk to me about Bougiewild and how did that come about?
Well, Bougiewild was given to me, like I said, from the universe. I'm born and raised Memphis, Tennessee. I was a high school dropout by the time I was 17 years old. I had 2 children. And in 2005, I left Memphis. I evolved. I moved out to Atlanta. I lived in Dallas, and now I currently live in Tupelo, Mississippi. When I would come back home, people would call me bougie. People would call me bougie because, as I stated, I evolved. I learned a lot. I learned values. I learned integrity. I learned how to conduct myself as an individual. I have not changed, but I evolved. So people would call me bougie. I live in Tupelo, Mississippi. In Tupelo, Mississippi, people call me wild because they stereotype me because I like to have fun. As Tangi mentioned during her introduction, I express myself. I have a lot of energy. I have a big personality, and I'm loud. So people call me wild. One day I was invited to a party, And the young lady said, I don't think you should go to this party. She said, the party's gonna be bougie and you're wild. I said, man, home, they called me bougie. And down here, they call me wild. So I started saying, I'm bougie and wild.
Yeah.
They're saying I'm bougie and wild.
Yeah, right.
And said that for a while. And to be honest, my ex-husband one day, he said, you know what, Yolanda, you're bougie wild. And that's how bougie wild was born. I was like, yeah, I'm bougie wild. And that's the history. That's how bougie wild came about.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And for the rest of y'all, when you like, her story is very, very similar to mine. And it's strange how I never knew this woman and our backgrounds, out of school early, country upbringing, big personality. You know, we got one set of, I used to hear it too. You know, that even my kid would tell me, you just a little too bougie. But then I have that big personality, and I'm a country girl by heart and will always be. You know, it's just, I can get wild and crazy with the rest of them. So that's a beautiful thing. And the next thing that I wanted to ask you was, now that you've built Bougiewild, and if you guys can see behind me, and we'll go through this just so you can see some of these great products and items that she has, so that we can join her in this movement, because I believe, especially as sisters, we need to be able to embrace both sides and be able to ebb and flow and be a chameleon, where when you're in the boardroom, you can be all, stand-up-ish and professional, and then when you out with your girls, you want to buck, you can get wild or whatever you got to do. So we should be able to be, as women, be able to be chameleons to do that, and I think Bougiewild embodies that. So my question is, because I don't know what's going on here, but I know for me, growing up in the South, the challenge that I have, well, I won't even say it's a challenge. I've kind of broken free from that. It's like something hit me this year, and I'm like, I don't really give a damn what people think more. I do me, because I have all these great expectations from so many people, and I've lived my life trying to live to their expectations and lost myself in the process, and I just cut all of that out. So being a Southern woman and being able to bring such a brand that can resonate with many women who want to be able to express as well as you do, but because we're Southern folk, we have a code of conduct where they expect for us to act in a certain way, and we should be seen and not heard. That's what I've been, it's been said to me, not to me personally, but that's the saying that I've heard. How do you feel that Bougiewild is being received in the South, and with women, particularly who feel maybe a bit restrained or restricted from being able to shed off all of these expectations that society and people in the South have on us, and be able to embrace, just be yourself, bougie or wild or both?
Well, like I said, Bougiewild is balanced. Let me just say that. Bougiewild is balanced. It is a time and place for everything, but we are all originals. Be yourself. The message that I convey with Bougiewild is love yourself, know yourself, trust yourself, be yourself, express yourself.
Right on.
Whatever that is, because so often I see people that has conformed, and that's what has happened. People conform.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as being a high school dropout, I've always had that personality of, I'm gonna do me, because I beat statistics.
Right.
Statistics based on a high school dropout states that I'm not supposed to be educated. Right. I'm not supposed to be a businesswoman. I'm not supposed to be able to be seen and be able to express myself. So often people, they tell me, you doing too much, you extra, you this. No, this is just who I am. And as women, we never embrace ourselves. We never embrace that, I'm loud. I get so many people tell me, girl, you loud, you extra, you doing too much. That's who I am. So many women don't know how to express themselves because they worry about what people say. You see, we were conditioned to compete, compare, and condemn.
Right.
That's something that was instilled in us subconsciously. That was passed. That's one of those generational curses
Right.
that was passed down to us that didn't have nothing to do with us.
Agreed.
And now we're doing it, having unhealthy relationships, you know, so-called friends, but so much of our energy is being drained because I'm expected to act like you. You know, like it's something you said earlier, Tangie. Being from the South. See, you're not supposed to be your own individual person. You're supposed to do everything the way other people do it. So because they conform, they expect for you to conform. And when you don't conform, you're the outcast. Something's wrong with you. And I've learned, I mean, this is just my experience. I've learned that you know, people really want to express themselves, but it's that, what will Tangie say about me?
Yep. Know it all.
Because we were taught to look for things on the outside instead of embracing who we are.
Exactly. Exactly. You're dead on. You're dead on. And that's why I wanted to ask that question. I want to have you explain that, because you explain it in such an eloquent way, because you and I have talked about this. And I wanted to make sure that I asked this question because I feel like that we're in a day and a time now, especially with life being as short as it is. I didn't really start my life, so to speak, until I hit my 40s. I dedicated most of my years of taking care of family and looking after my mother and this, that, and the other. And I started seeing the years pass by. And I said, you know what? I got to do me before I regret it. And so like now I feel like I'm on rewind. It's like I don't even feel like I'm getting older. I feel like I'm getting younger. And I'm just in a place now where I'm going to give my truth. Either you can jive with it or you can't. So,
I tell people this all the time. As long as we're speaking, and long as we're coming from a transparent, humble, and vulnerable place. See, what I've done with the whole Bougiewild, when I say love yourself, know yourself, trust yourself, be yourself, express yourself, I want women to embrace who we are. Look in the mirror and love what you see, whatever it is. And I encourage women, I say, if it's something you can change, change it. But if it's something you can't, accept it. That's just who we are.
Right on, sister. Right.
And we are all originals, Tangie. I can't expect for you to be like me. I don't want nobody to be like me.
Word. That's right. That's right.
You know, a guy told me, I work for Internal Revenue Service, and this guy told me, he said, Yolanda, do you, it works.
I like that. I like that. That's another shirt for you.
Yes, I actually have it already designed. I will be rolling it out, and I am an original. It's gonna be one of them. Do you, it works. You know, love yourself, know yourself. I am love, joy, peace, and laughter. You know, it's just about us embracing. And like I said, this has been conditioning in us, and it's funny that, you know, the COVID-19 this year, everybody's wearing masks. Bougiewild, you know, I also do women empowerments where I bring women in, and I'm very transparent. I'm transparent because I want to use my life as a testimony to help the next person. That's my purpose, my passion. And I, you know, with Bougiewild, I quote Genesis 50:20. What was intended to cause me harm turned out to the good for me to help others.
Yeah.
You see, Bougiewild come from people insulting me. When I sit here and talk to people today, I had to start over. I had to let go all of my relationships, all of my friendships, because it was requiring so much of my energy just to keep that around me. And I had to realize that growth hurts. Growth hurts.
Great.
And we have to accept that, you know, It's okay to let go. When you truly let go and let God, you know what's within you.
Agreed.
You embrace what's within you. And that's what I plan. That's what my whole mission is with this brand, man. Bougiewild is just be free.
Yes.
Live life, have fun. You know, we can be we professional. I'm a professional woman. I work for the Department of Treasury. I'm an internal revenue agent. I'm an investigator for a law firm. You know, I got my own business. I'm a used car dealer. But when I'm out having a good time, don't judge me.
Right.
Don't think you can put me in a box. Bougiewild is out the box. You can't contain Bougiewild. You can't stereotype me.
Right. Word, word. So let me ask, where do you want, where do you see the Bougiewild movement going? What is your vision? What are the next arenas that you plan to go with Bougiewild?
Well, Bougiewild is a lifestyle, as I mentioned. I have Bougiewild Bistro. Bougiewild Bistro is a Facebook group in which my purpose and mission in that group is good food for your body and good food for thought. See, our thoughts determines our perspective and how we see things. You know, that determines our reality.
Right.
So I plan to have Bougiewild apparel. I would love to see Bougiewild Bistro. I see Bougiewild as an international brand. I actually went to Mexico in December and I Bougiewild all of the employees that's at the port.
Right.
I left them with lanyards. I actually Bougiewild the Mexican police. I got pictures of me putting lanyards on the Bougiewild police.
Love
it. I see Bougiewild being an international brand. Just my personality, my energy that I put into Bougiewild. I just see it being a movement. Like I said, it's more than a brand. It's a lifestyle. It's a movement. It's empowerment. It's encouraging. It's uplifting. It's showing people, you know, be free. This COVID-19, and I'm telling people, so many of us are afraid to die because we're not living.
You're right. Oh, that's just all over me.
We're not. We really lived in a box, Tangie. And then, see, like I told people, I let go when I turned 40. I'm a skydiver. I let go and let God. I don't live in fear.
Right.
So I come from having a pessimistic mindset, and I lived that way for a long time, looking for something to happen. And didn't even realize it now. Didn't even realize it.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. I that was exactly me. And I tell people all the time, the Tangie that you know today is nothing like the Tangie back in the Gap. Because Tangie back in the Gap spoke a mind, didn't give a shit, say whatever was, didn't care about your feelings. And then I wondered, maybe I need to change something about me. There's a reason why people don't want to deal with that. There's a reason why I don't have anybody calling me. That was over 20 some odd years ago. And I made up in my mind at that point that I had to change who I was and change my perspective. I didn't see the glass half full. The glass was half empty. I was, instead of walking in a spirit of expectancy, I was walking in a spirit of fear, failure, and, you know, half empty. Totally switched that situation around. And I'm telling you, life is grand. So with that being said, you mentioned the COVID situation, and you know, of course, you've had your contribution to it that I want to share because I got my Bougiewild mask on. So guys, we're gonna actually look at some of Yolanda's Bougiewild line, and as you can see here, she has the mask with her logo. So I go out with this bad boy on, and people are looking like Bougiewild. So I got to get some more stuff from you so I can help, you know, push this out there because I'm all about that lifestyle. So let's talk about that. For the rest of us who want to make sure that we embrace and become part of the Bougiewild movement, of course, we need to put it on display. and you got everything behind you and next to you to help us do that. So show us what you got.
Well, right here, I have a shirt. Like I said, Bougiewild is love yourself, know yourself, trust yourself, be yourself, express yourself. That's what Bougiewild is. That's what being Bougiewild is. Being me, being true to yourself. Bougiewild is a registered trademark. I did go through the United States Trademark Office and registered Bougiewild, so it is a registered trademark. Also, you see over here, this shirt, I am protected because I am connected.
That part.
You know, this shirt was created before COVID-19 was released. And when all of this transpired, I had a lot of blank shirts because I've put a lot in Bougiewild. I have a lot of designs I've already created that I've just not rolled out yet.
Mm-hmm.
During this time, I mean, I had blank shirts, and the spirit spoke to me and said, Yolanda, produce this shirt. And so that's why I came out with, and I've been releasing, I am protected because I am connected. And the person was like, explain that. Once you understand that the universe is one, and you understand the law of attraction, when you understand the power that we can do all things through Christ, he who strengthens us,
right?
Things change. Your whole outlook change.
Yes.
Your whole perspective change.
You're empowered.
And so I look at life. That's why I speak against COVID-19. I'm like, I'm protected from that because I'm connected.
Right. And that's,
You know, so that's where that comes from. As you see here, we got Bougiewild leggings. The leggings is the.
I gotta get prepared. I gotta get prepared. So I'm ordering those today.
Yeah, it's a trend item. You know, we got the Bougiewild backpack over there. And over here we have the this is just a baseball tee. And I have this shirt right here. I am love, I am joy, I am peace, I am laughter, I am happy. And I just want to do that real quick, my song, because I actually have a song with that shirt.
Yes.
And it goes, I am love, I am joy, I am peace, I am laughter, I'm happy, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey,
Hey.
I am love, love myself, know myself, be myself. I am peace, I believe, sow good seed, do good deed. I am laughter, living good, life is going as it should. I'm happy, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey. I am joy, I enjoy all the moments and the memories. I'm alive, I'm a thrive, walk with stride, give goodbye. Be yourself, be your best, get prepared for each test. I'm happy, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, I have no shame, bear no blame. Thank God I'm not insane. I'm happy, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey.
Yes, girl. You've got to record that. You've got to put that on wax. You got to put that on Memorex, on tape, that tape, whatever they're doing in the studios now. You got to do that because that just did a whole lot for me today. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Tell us where we can go because I got to get those leggings. When you sent me that pic, I said, "Ooh, I got to get those leggings." So, and
you can check me out at bougiewild.com. I'm also on Instagram and I'm on Facebook. That's Bougiewild. Bougiewild is a compound word. That's one word, Bougiewild, bougiewild.com, Instagram and Facebook.
Excellent. So guys, girls, everybody, let's go out there and support our sister. Let's get into this movement. This lifetime is very, very short. This is the time to do you and be the best you that you know how. Yolanda, thank you so much. I'm so blessed to be able to call you my friends. I support you 110%. Anything you need of me, sister, I'm just a phone call away. And honey, I can't wait to get rocking some more of my Bougiewild out there, baby girl.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Tangi. And then, like I said, I look forward to us working together. And I appreciate all the support. I appreciate this opportunity and live a bougie wild lifestyle.
I sure will. Right on, sister. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us this afternoon, this evening. Thank you for tuning in. And do not forget to go pick up your Bougiewild from Yolanda Crump. Y'all take care. Thanks for joining the Bright Light Show. Bye-bye.
Bye.